Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. It is day 2 of Tamashii Nation's Tokyo, and of course, we got more news to discuss. So there have been, different reveals, different teases, a little bit of stringing us along for some other reveals that'll happen later. But there are 3 news surveys to take a look at. So I will say, if you haven't already checked out the Dragon Ball survey for the re-release, go do that. Pick 3 things you want to see re-released, and well, we'll see what happens when the vote concludes, but it'll be interesting, that's for sure. So we do have the first one being a diorama and effect part survey. Both of these next ones are pretty short, so we're not going to have a whole bunch of discussion on them, but basically, which lines out of these would you like to see get more of a diorama or get option parts? So I will say, I think just Bleach and Demon Slayer, they just deserve it, at least from the anime lines that I follow and cover, right? I think they deserve it the most. I know Demon Slayer, we know in the manga, the sword slashes, the effects that we see in the anime are, apparently not real, or not visible to the human eye, that it just doesn't happen. But the effects in the show, I would still like to recreate, right? Don't get me wrong, I think that the stuff that they've done so far with re-releasing old effect parts in different colors and maybe even dropping that water effect, for example, the smoke effect, those are cool, but you want to have some personality to it, like how you would any other line. So I think that they should definitely do some effect parts for a few characters that, it could be transferable between them, like Rengoku and Tanjiro having fire effects, for example, or Tanjiro and Giyu having water effects. I mean, something like that. And giving Nezuko some effects. Come on now. Or how long are we gonna have to wait for that? But I think that's kind of why I do like the Buzzmon figures that do have those effect pieces in there, just because it personalizes them a little bit. And I mean, it's free effects. I don't have any of the Figmas, but I do think that they also included effects in there as well. So going to Bleach, it really just comes down to the fact that the Bleach figures are okay, but they're really bland. I think that's why the new Ichigo maybe is getting a little bit more positive reception, because he has effects to really help him kind of, pop a little bit more. Obviously the design is cool too, but having some effects makes the figure much more funner. Is that a word? Funner to pose. So yeah, that's kind of my choices for those. Dragon Ball, I feel like it's going to get more anyways. One Piece, I think I would like to see this, I assume, diorama here that they're proposing to us. That would be really cool. I'm not really keen on seeing too many more effect sets for this line, unless it's for Luffy with hockey arms and hands, right? That's it. And maybe they can just do that as a general kit for the characters that use hockey, on the crew. That would be cool with me. But I don't think I want to see too many more, unless it's something that it's universal for more than one Piece character to use, or outside of the line, for example. Just kind of like how some of the Dragon Ball ones are. Naruto could definitely benefit from some personalized special effects, but I don't know. I think it's up in the air. I think I would like to see maybe more summoning jutsu stuff, or effects as for Sasuke, or in general Sharingan users in some way. But that's besides the point. We're gonna continue and move on. I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Really, I can think of anything besides giving them dual arenas, like how Kaiba and Yami Yugi had one of their first battles against each other in that arena. Something like that. That'd be cool, but I don't really see it. Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't know too much about the series, so I can't totally speak on it, but I think something like this tournament kind of arena as a diorama also is cool. Effects, I'm not really sure what he does outside of his spirit blasts or spirit gun thing. So if there is some cool stuff he does outside of that, sure, go for it. This next one is basically just the same thing, except it's personalized to One Piece. So, you also have the option to give more details about what you'd like to see for both of these. So I definitely think you should go for it. I will say for this first survey here, I don't feel like we need more faceplate faceplate option part sets. You know, I think for most releases, they should really still focus on trying to give you as many expressions without making you jump after another figure or another kit. You know, I'm not totally for that, just because it already is expensive to buy most figures, you know, and you don't always feel inclined to buy another one unless you're really deep in the line like that. So there's that. But this is the best survey out of all three. I mean, we actually get to pick some characters here. So you need to pick up to 3 characters you'd like to see join the My Hero Academia S.H. Figuarts line, or that you'd like to see be commercialized at least. Now, off the bat, I'm gonna say Stain, Lady Nagant, and Mirko. Now, obviously, we're getting a Mirko from Revoltech. It looks good. I like it, but I don't know. It's Mirko, man. Like, it would be cool either way. And the other thing to keep in mind is we don't really totally know where their head is at in terms of, is this season 6 and 7 looks, or can some people get stuff that's like earlier on? I don't know. I know most of the characters have had the same style for the whole series, but you know, something to think about, right? I would say Armored All Might is up there after seeing the Sam figure from Honkai Star Rail like today. I think it's right here. Yeah, after seeing this, I was like, oh yeah, they definitely could do a pretty good Armored All Might, and give him some really cool effects or accessories with the Hercules thing. It'd be cool. They do have All for One on here as well, and I feel like that one would be a pretty simple and easy release that doesn't have to be too expensive, but I could see it being something like $50 something or $40 something, depending on what they add. Because really, it's just him in, you know, like a tux, and giving him an articulated helmet and maybe a swappable right arm that's big, something like Merge Masu, or giving him, you know, all of his little projectile explosives or whatever that he does when he's fighting, all that crazy stuff, you know. Cool. I really don't know which they would choose if they did it, but they could just keep it simple and just have it be All for One and that's it. But I feel like it would be a pretty simple and cool release to have. We don't really have too many All for One figures. I think the only one out there, I want to say it's by Todd McFarlane, like McFarlane Toys. I think that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But besides that, yeah. So Armored All Might, Stain, Lady Nagant. Lady Nagant is just self-explanatory, man. Shoots bullets out her elbows, makes her own bullets. Like that's pretty dope. All for One, there he is. Star and Stripe, I think would be pretty cool. More or less similar to, you know, All Might if that ever came. Himigo Toga, I would put her there just because I'm not too sure how I feel about the one that will come with Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, because again, it's more of an accessory thing these days with them. Some of the accessory spreads are cool and some of them aren't, and for the price it's kind of questionable, so we'll have to see, but I would consider her, you know, going up on that list. Dabi would be cool if they did the season 7 appearance and they also had the similar effect that Todoroki will have, obviously in the purplish blue fire. That would be pretty dope. Also, if they give him like a faceplate that's like a burning skull literally, that'd be dope. Mirko, automatically on the list, no questions asked. But if it's her season 7 appearance, I think that'll make her more unique. But it'd be even better if they just flat out gave her both season 6 and 7 appearances in her package, because she really won't come with anything, right? She'll come with maybe like 4 total faceplates, 3 sets of hands, and the figure. That's it. Whereas they could give her option parts to change her legs, change her. I think it's her left leg that got ripped off. Yeah, that, and then it's her left arm, right arm, and left leg. Jesus, she is going through it. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I really wouldn't mind that. I don't know. Did they have Shigaraki on here? Tomura Shigaraki. I don't know what Shigaraki they would do. That is also something to consider. Again, if it's season 6, they're basically doing what Revoltech already did, which is fine. They could do a different one with him like actually covered up and not shirtless. But if they do the season 7, they could do him in a suit, or they could do him with the longer hair, or they can do him in his mutated form or whatever it is, trying to adapt to all the abilities he had. It really varies. I really don't know what they would choose. Mirio would be cool. He'd be cool, but we need to see some unique effect for that to show off his ability of going through walls and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good choices here. I'm not going to go through every single one, but there's definitely some good choices here. But it all hinges on, I think, if they're going to continue going forward or staying in the general area they are now. Like Dark Deku, I'm sure that this one is going to be like top 3 in this vote for sure from everybody. So that would be cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that. We'll just have to wait and see. We got 3 figures already announced. One of them is about to release next month. Bakugo releases next year, along with a kit. It's between February and March. And Todoroki, I forgot when he releases, but we should probably get another reveal at least, hopefully less than 5 months. Hopefully we don't have to wait that long. But yeah, anyways, pretty much that's it. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to see from the My Hero Academia line? And, you know, what are you guys going to choose for these other 2 surveys? Because, I mean, it's very broad. You know, I think a lot of people will have some interesting suggestions. I'd love to see what you guys write. So anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.